Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I have you set up my coffee table right now. I didn't feel like doing the whole setup because I wanted this to be more like vlog style, so that's what we're doing. Today's exciting! I'm getting rid of some books. We're gonna go to the used bookstore, Mr. K's. It's the best place in the world. And we're gonna trade out and see how much credit I get and what books I find. I have really outgrown my space in this apartment. Like, my bookshelf is full, this thing is getting really full, and I have nowhere else to put new books, so I decided to do another unhaul. I did one not long ago, I just didn't show you guys, but we're getting rid of all these. So I'm gonna go quickly through them because I think it's fun to see books that people are getting rid of. First and foremost, I kept this because it's pretty, but I really don't want this on my shelves anymore. I've talked about how much I did not like this book. An Absolutely Remarkable Thing by Hank Green. I did not enjoy, so we're getting rid of that. Also, this is the first time that I'm getting rid of books that I haven't read yet. I've had the same books on my shelf that I have not read for like 18 months. Like something crazy, and I'm like, why do I still have these? Challenger Deep by Neil Shusterman being one of them. I've picked this up and tried to read it probably over 5 times now, and I just can't. So I figured someone else will probably like this a lot more than I do, and I just can't get into it. Next is Blind Spot. I read this, I learned a lot, and I just kind of want to move it along, pass it along to the next person. City of God, I tried to read this, hated it. This is a new book, Opal and Nev, and I ordered from Book of the Month maybe 2 months ago, and they sent me this instead of the one I ordered, so I emailed them and they sent me the right one and just said to keep this one. But I really don't want this one. I don't know. I know it's like Daisy Jones and the Six, which I did enjoy, but I didn't want it. No loss, no gain. No gain, no loss. So, moving it along. I'm sure they're gonna be happy to get this one because, like, it's a really new release, and I think people really like it. Next is The Righteous, The Unsung Heroes of the Holocaust. So my dad came in town and he gave me so many books, including this one, and I just don't think I'm ever gonna get to it. It is a hefty book, and I've just read so many Holocaust books in my life. I don't know, I'm sure it's like beautiful, and I just don't think I'm ever gonna get to it. And I have to be honest, because you know, me a few months ago would have kept it, but I have no room, so I'm really sorry. Same with War Dogs. I bought this from the used bookstore that I'm going to, and I never read it. I just don't think I'm ever going to. I think it would just make me sad, and it's been on my shelves for a really long time. So we're getting rid of that one. My dad gave me Proverbs for a Dog Lover's Heart. I said I didn't want it, and then he left it at my apartment. And beyond the point, I read this April of 2019, and I really liked it. It's just really a thick book. It's taking up a lot of room on my shelves, but it follows like 3 military wives. It's really sad, and I actually did really enjoy it, but I'm not going to reread it. I'm not recommending it to anyone that I know, so we're just going to move it along. Give it a new home. And then lastly is Circe by Madeline Miller. I really didn't like this book. I just felt like you needed a background in mythology, and I didn't, and so I didn't get this book at all. I know everyone loves it. It was literally the book of the year, but did not like this. And I want to get the Song of Achilles by the same author, so it'll just be a nice like switch out, you know. So those are the books I'm getting rid of, but we are gonna go to Mr. K's, which is kind of a long drive, which I'm kind of happy about because if it was closer I would literally go all the time, but it's like a nice 20-25 minute drive on the interstate, and we're gonna, maybe I'll get some footage there, maybe not, depending on how busy it is. We're gonna see, hopefully they take all these. Usually I do pretty well. Usually they take like every single book that I bring, so I'm really hoping that that's the case this time as well, and we can get more. I still have some leftover credit that I didn't use last time, so hopefully I can find some good books. And I may stop by Barnes & Noble on the way home as well. Because there are just like a few books that I really want, and I feel like they might not have them at the used bookstore, so we might have to go to Barnes & Noble. So let's get going. Hi. Oh my god, this is the first time I've been in my car. I'm at Barnes & Noble. Okay, so please don't fall. Okay. Oh my, please don't fall. Okay, I'm at Barnes & Noble. I just got back from the used bookstore. Did really well, so they took all 10 of my books and I already had a $9 credit. The 10 books was like 26, so altogether is 35, and then I found 7 books that were 35, so he was like, we'll just do a nice trade, and so I just like walked out without paying, and it felt really odd, but I guess I paid in books. Anyways, I'm so excited about the 7 that I got. They're all very much based on movies, which is odd. Like, I just kept picking up books that are really famous movies. I'll show you when I get home. But I really wanted to get some really popular books that I've been wanting, but they're like $15 and you can't use trade credit. Like, I'd have to just spend $15 on these books. And I didn't feel like doing that, so we're at Barnes & Noble where I'll spend more, but it just feels better spending money at Barnes & Noble. I don't know. Even though I should support a smaller bookstore, I really want The Silent Patient. I'm tired of not owning that book, and I want a good mystery. I don't know, I've only read like 3 in my life and I've loved them, so hoping to find The Silent Patient. And I wanted a romance. I was literally just looking for my phone. The romance I want, I think, is The Hating Game. I don't know. Or The Kiss Quotient. Or, I don't know, I just want like a popular romance and a popular thriller. So that's what we're gonna look for. I'm limiting myself to 2. I will go to the sale section and perhaps buy some on sale, but that's fine. I just can't believe I found so many good books, and they're all like under $5 each, I think. I'm so glad they took all 10 of them. I thought they would. So that was nice. But I brought them in and then I heard them like start talking crap about book of the month and like making fun of their books, and I like brought a lot in, so I felt really awkward. And then the guy like checked me out and he like tried to make small talk, and I was so awkward and just felt judged by him. So I bought like a Frederick Bachman book, and he was like, oh my god, I love his book. And I was like, oh my god, me too, I've read most of them. When I totally haven't. I've read like 2, but for some reason I felt like saying most, and then he was like, oh. He's probably like, what is this girl? Like, okay, cool, I guess she's read all of them, I'm gonna stop talking. Anyways, I'm really bad at small talk when I'm like at a checkout counter. I don't feel like talking. And he like made fun of my books, so. Anyways, that was my experience. Sorry I didn't vlog it all in there. It was so busy for a Sunday. I guess because it's a Sunday, but there were so many people in there. I didn't want to just be vlogging. So, let's go to Barnes & Noble. Hi friends, we are back at home. It is cloudy and gross out. That was a long excursion, but very successful. I just wanted to show you guys the books that I got. I'm sorry, like, this video is probably gonna be a lot shorter than I thought. I thought I would get more footage, but every time I like tried to take a video in each store, someone would walk by and I would get really uncomfortable. So here we are. So like I said, they took all 10 of my books at the used bookstore, and in turn I got 7, and it evened out, so I didn't pay a cent. What a blessed day. I'm gonna go in the order kind of how I found them. But yeah, I started out picking them out, and I was like, why am I picking all books that have been movies? Very odd. But most of these I like know of and I've wanted, and so it just worked out really well, and they were all really well priced. The first one is The Lovely Bones by Alice Sebold. This was only $3. And it's like beautiful. And then I saw it at Barnes & Noble and I was like, suckers, I got one for $3. But yeah, I've seen the movie and loved the movie, and I wanted more like scary thriller type of novels, so picked this up. Also, the cover is just breathtaking for no reason. Like, it's very simple, but love it. So that one. And then what I get next? Oh, and then I got Water for Elephants by Sarah Gruen. Again, this is a really famous movie. I've never seen it. I actually have no idea what this story is, but it was $3, and I was like, okay. And on my Goodreads, it's always like, because you read this, read Water for Elephants, and it will not leave me alone. So I'm finally gonna read it, and so my Goodreads can stop telling me to read it. Beautiful copy, very excited about that. The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo by, what's its first name? Is Steek the first name? Stieg Larsson, I'm really sorry. So this is a really popular movie, popular story. Again, I have no idea what it's about, but this is the tiniest book that I own. Look at how tiny it is. And I don't know, just like the colors were calling to me. I think it's like mystery, criminal kind of story, which is kind of what I'm in the mood for lately. I don't know why, but it's like over 600 pages. But again, it's really small. I'm hoping it'll be, you know, a page turner. Who knows? And then I think I kind of calmed down and stopped buying books purely because they're movies. I finally got A Man Called Ove by Frederick Backman. This one was $5. I've read 2 of his novels, Beartown and Anxious People, and it's okay. It's like hit or miss for me. I didn't really like Anxious People, but I've heard about this one, and this has been the one that I've wanted to read next. Oh, it's just an old man story, I think, and I think it's gonna be really cute. You can't go wrong. And then I got Rita Sepetty's Salt to the Sea. I've heard great things about this one, and I really liked The Fountains of Silence, and I think she's just a really good historical fiction author. So I found this one for $5.50. Like, how can I say no to these prices? Amazing. Don't really know what this is about. Takes place during World War II. It's really sad. So looking forward to this one. The Hate You Give by Angie Thomas. This has been on my list for so long, but every copy is so expensive that I just haven't found a cheap one, honestly. And they had a lot of these in the store, so I think that like made them a bit cheaper. But the gold one was the cheapest version, but it's like the prettiest. And this was only $10.50, and it's like new. And really wanted to read these. Really want to read Concrete Rose first, because I think like chronologically that makes sense, but that's not like how the books came out, you know? So really excited for this one. Again, heard absolutely amazing things. So is this a movie too? Wow. Last is kind of random, but yeah, I read News of the World earlier this year, and on Goodreads it like recommended this one. And so I put it on my like want to read it, and then I randomly found it at the used bookstore, and I was like, what are the odds? Because I feel like it's not that like popular of a book, but it's The Captured by Scott Zesch, a true story of abduction by Indians on the Texas frontier. So this is about the kids that were taken hostage by Indians while we were killing all of them. So I don't know that much about any of this. And I thought News of the World was really interesting, the aspect of like her being taken and trying to readjust back to normal life. Yeah, that's the only nonfiction I got. Usually I buy a lot of nonfiction at the used bookstore, and then I end up reading none of them. So I limited myself to one, and I'm actually really excited to read this one. So I think I'll actually read it this time, and it was only $5. So those are the 7 books I got from Mr. K's. Love him. We did really well. And then yeah, I went to Barnes & Noble, and I found The Silent Patient, and it was $18, and I was like, and it was hardcover, and I just want to wait till it's in paperback. So I did find The Hating Game by Sally Thorne, and this copy was only $10, and it's so tiny and cute, and decided to go with this one for my romance. These 2 are purely based on Noelle's recommendations, because then I also got Everything I Never Told You by Celeste Ng, which I know she recently read and really liked. I don't know what this is about, but it was $17 for like a little paperback. Books are so expensive. But anyways, I'm really looking forward to this one. She wrote Little Fires Everywhere, which I did really like. And I think this one's really sad, and it's really short, which is why I got it, honestly, because I'm in the mood for like short books lately. So those are the 9 books that I got today. But yeah, I hope you guys had fun. I'm sorry this video might be like shorter and more boring than I was expecting, because I thought I was just gonna have this really cute day of showing bookstore footage, but it didn't end up that way. But that's my unhaul of 10 books and then haul of 9 books, and it honestly makes me want to like unhaul even more. Like seeing this stack of books that I'm so excited for makes me want to get rid of more. I hope you guys liked this video. Really chill, you know, not putting much thought into this one, but I will for my next one, I promise. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.